Hi, this is Wes Archer.
Mark Kirkland.
And Matt Graining.
We're coming to you from Fox Studios today.
Yes, I directed this episode. Summer of 4'2".
Was that hard to do with making
Yeah.
us do that?
It was in the timing.
That was great acting.
Yeah, it was in the timing.
Gentlemen, start your time.
Nice big close-ups.
That was good sweat too.
Yep.
We don't usually get
Let's go back on
sweat or tears so good.
Stop. Let's see. I'm going back to... There's a staging thing I like.
So folks, we're actually drawing on a screen while we're doing
Yeah,
this.
it's difficult.
And I can see Mark Kirkland's signature.
Ew.
It's in green ink. Actually, you took the top off the felt tip pen, man.
Yes.
We're looking
Whoops.
at Mark Kirkland
Whoops.
now, folks.
Okay, let's just play it.
Wes is trying to erase it. Oh no, I think you're damaging the mainframe.
We're melting down.
Emergency.
Okay, composition. I like how Lisa is the center of attention here. And you'll notice that, like, even the box is... there's a vanishing point pretty much going right up to Lisa, if there's a horizon line about here. And then you have these characters all looking at Lisa. Everything basically kind of neatly, you know, if you traced it, goes to Lisa. So it just is a nice composition to put her in the center.
Wait, what is this? Gee,
Pretty goofy character.
unbelievable.
Pretty goofy. Exchange
Wow.
student.
Get some kind of machine.
Kind of boxy. Also, you'll notice we call her Giraffe Neck.
Yes.
So, yes. Okay. Onward.
Of toil and sacrifice. Retrospecticus.
That's good. That's a good joke.
Oh, I keep touching that thinking it's going to stop it. I like this is a nice lowish shot, low horizon with...
I'm going to press play. You can keep
yeah,
drawing.
Okay. There we go. Another one of these shots where Lisa is the center of attention.
Who died and made you boss?
Mr. Estes, the publications advisor.
When the camera pans
This is
over
disturbing.
with-
Yeah.
What is the size?
This, yeah.
The 3/4 back.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Lisa.
Oh, it's nice. Oh, it draped
Poor
over.
Lisa.
Oh.
Go back. We'll sign her book. Oh, no, we have white.
Another pose that I like to do with Homer is the cocked kind of his hand on his hip, one foot this way, and then the other foot just
Really
draped
nice
over
shot.
like that.
Well, I think, isn't half of animation acting, getting their
Posture.
their posture and revealing what their attitude is by the way they're
Yep.
standing or
And
sitting
you
or
notice
slouching.
you notice by this pose, hand on hip, and also when we do Homer, he's not sleepy, but he's half lit. It gives Homer the sort of very cocky look, and that's exactly how he's acting in this scene. But he gives that half-lidded look. Some of our producers have said it makes him look too sleepy, but
He's got that the mouth is just slightly downturned.
yeah,
I exaggerated it here, but it's just slightly downturned and indicating his disdain for Flanders.
Also, I want to just point out how much less of a scene you would have had if Homer were just standing stiffly like that. It just wouldn't have the character that it has if he was standing talking to Ned. So I think it's just one single drawing, not a lot of motion, but the one drawing with this attitude, it gives you more of a character. Homer is definitely a character.
That looks like a Frozen drawing.
It is probably a freeze frame, yes. We only shoot 1 foot of those each time.
Yeah, but that didn't even look like 1 foot. That looked like one
Yeah.
drawing.
Here's a
That's
composition.
a mistake.
A good composition for the story, and it just reinforces. I should let this play, but
Yeah, it reinforces like Lisa's loneliness.
how
and
lonely she is. Look how much air there is
Like
in
you're
this shot.
you're so wide here, you would actually see the wall
and she's
front.
in an empty world. Yeah,
going like out of the house.
slightly
almost.
drifting back too.
Did you call one of your friends?
This is something we do a lot of. Marge just leaning in like that.
Grown-up nerds like Gore Vidal. And even he's kissed more boys than I ever will.
Yeah, originally we were thinking we had this idea like a long time ago that whenever Marge walked through a door, her hair would bend down, and then when she stopped, it would bend this way, and then that way, and then this way, and then that way, and then slowly come to a stop. You know, like that.
I still
But
do
that
that.
kind of
Yep.
fell by the
I
wayside.
still do it.
Occasionally we'll throw that in.
Friends.
We have each other. When I was a lonely little girl,
It's very tricky to draw this pose in Lisa, the way her dress fits around her legs
It is.
sometimes.
It is.
Like I don't really know if I know what
Yeah.
her underwear looks like, but
This is touching
I
too,
don't
and
think we usually ever see it.
just the line of action of Marge's body.
Well, that's the mystery of the show.
curving
I
that
think.
way.
In the last episode, we're going to reveal
We're gonna
what's
see
under
Lisa's
Lisa's dress.
diapers.
Oh, I can think of much worse.
Myself for 8 years and it hasn't worked. Clothes. A bathing cap. Nose plugs.
I want to point out Lisa. The way we construct Lisa is generally we think of a sphere, a ball in her head, and we also think of a center line and where the eyes are. Then what we have is what we call the 3-3-2 arrangement. So you have 3 hairs, 2 hairs, or spikes, I should say. And the center line that goes right down through her face and eyes would be the part of 3-3-2. Whoops, we lost her.
Wow,
That's how we do Lisa.
that's amazing. How do you do Marge?
Okay, I'll show you how we do Marge. Freeze that, Matt. With Marge, like Lisa, Maggie, and there we begin with Lisa. The women of the family, we basically start with a sphere, and there's the neck, and basically we would plant the eyes, or we think of those as softballs, a nose, and she's got her overbite lip, and then I tend to think of her hair as, you know, a long tube of hair coming right off that ball. But all the female characters in The Simpsons, the structure of their heads, there's a sphere in there, as opposed to
Wow.
Bart and Homer.
No wonder I can't draw them on model. I got to do that.
Bart is a coffee can, basically. He's got a coffee can head. And then Homer has he's basically a coffee can.
They're more tube shaped.
Yeah, he's got the tube shape. The males have the tube shapes, and he's got a salad bowl on top of his head. But those are your very, very crude structure of how we draw The Simpsons.
How do we draw suitcases?
Well, they're in the square category. They're totally out of the ball and cube.
Yes. Simple shapes.
For 8 years and it hasn't worked.
Okay, so you guys draw Lisa this way. This is how I would draw Lisa. I would start with her right eye, then her left eye, then her nose, then like this, then like this, then this, then I forgot the eyebrows or eyelashes, and then I just guess. I go, okay, 1, 2, is this right? Is this okay? Okay, is this okay? Oh, and then the little
Pearls.
necklace, yeah. And is that not quite on model? Would I ever get hired at Film Rolling? Would I pass the test?
Yes, Matt.
Flying.
I was thinking of like coming in a disguise and like doing an audition and taking a test, and and then getting the boot, and then turning around and whipping off my latex mask.
It's sometimes
Wait, I'm not done with my
Oh,
fantasy.
sorry. Me too. Okay, so who wants to do the end?
Okay. I'll draw Maggie. The end.
Yes. Thank you, everybody.